Hi everyone, it's the 22nd of April 2020. Edison, say hello.
No.
Happy Easter everyone. Just a quick video, walk along the river, quite near where I live. It's actually a very, very hot day. We just stopped and Edison's drunk all his water, so we're walking on the way home now. First thing, just seeing myself here is, because of the lockdown in the UK, you can't get your hair cut. So my eyebrows getting pretty bad already, my hair, but it doesn't really matter, does it, in the whole scheme of things? People have got a lot of problems in the world, so that should be one of the least of them. But it's coming up to 3 weeks of lockdown in the UK. Just a nice little bit here. Struggling really with the camera. Nice bit of river. It's come up to the 3 week period now, so what's going to happen? Boris Johnson's actually had the coronavirus for 2 weeks, so he's been off, hasn't done anything about it. And my take really is, we've reached a world now where, you know, we live in a democracy and we elect our politicians, but their decisions are being forced out of their hands. They're being made by technocrats, people with technical skills, of medical skills, great knowledge of this particular areas, health issues, and we had this projection by Neil Ferguson, and he said 400,000 or 500,000 deaths in the UK, and now he's backtracked. This was on the 15th of February, I think it was, mid-February. Now we're mid-April. Yeah, something like that. I think we're at 10,000, and 10,000 is a terrible thing, but it's a big difference between 10,000 and 500,000. And you know, Boris Johnson, he obviously received this, made the decisions based on the information he was given, and fair enough to some extent. You know, he didn't want to be the man responsible for 500,000 people's deaths, or even more. But of course they may say that the social distancing has been successful. You know, that's the way of changing the story. But we're looking now at a scenario where figures are kind of the same as the flu. Symptoms are the same. We have flu epidemics every year. It's how we react to it. They say there's going to be another wave. Waves coming back. I think in maybe our autumn we'll have another wave, and we'll have to go back into severe lockdown again. We might see a new way of life in WO, which seems to be kind of used a lot in different publications and articles you see around. People starting to use that term as well, myself included, of course. Perhaps we're going to have a thing like where we've got cinemas with seats larger distance between them, or you can go and get your hair cut if it's booked in advance, potentially. But you know, until this testing perhaps comes in, and certainly they say until a vaccine comes in 18 months time, 17 months or whatever it's going to be. I think Bill Gates said fall 2021, yeah, less than 18 months, then things will be very different. And in some ways, you know, the time it's really nice how quiet it can be at times. Walking around and there's not many people out. I mean, how long will this continue? There's always the risk of something else restricting that, or if a wave comes along. But you know, Boris Johnson, I'm expecting, oh yes, the cat's up there. I'm expecting figures, you know, back to work. Let's look at it rationally now. Yeah, I think of the advice, you know, this is what's been given by Neil Ferguson. I'm sure that he should have to use this here, or at least justify, you know, his professional liability insurance, because the official opinion that he's given has closed down the world, basically, the world economy, wrecked families, mental health issues for generations, for a long time, affecting family members, you know, affecting generations of people. And I think if you want to get going, but Edison, do you know what one is? Yeah? Orange. Can you say orange? Orange. So you can see he wants to go. But the river's really nice here. The shaded areas are even nicer. We can expect certainly more involvement from Bill Gates. You expect to see him influencing people, politicians, world leaders, G20. I wouldn't be surprised, that's going to be on the agenda of the world kind of leaders meetings now. We're going to see global governance kind of pushed back all the war with China. Does war come? I don't know. But I think I'm hoping people are starting to see it, what it is. And there's a whole lot of media which has just been taken down this week. Some of the stuff I've written down on, I had to write down my thoughts in a blog, which is on my site, million316.com. Just walking uphill now, so I have to walk a little bit slower. But it's just time to take a breath. Let's think about where we are as a world. We've been hit by this devastation. The decisions you can make now can last for generations. Potentially now we're kind of contain it. That's what we're doing. We're taking this precautionary measure. Let's risk analyse it. I'm sure they're going to, but let's not look worst case scenarios like we have before necessarily. I know you have to involve that in your risk management thinking. But the trillions and trillions of dollars being created in America, surely it's going to create hyperinflation. It does make you wonder what's going to happen. Hyperinflation is probably the next thing. I'm just going to sow this, and those of you that know me will know, hopefully. Well, actually, Turner close, very good friends, family friends called the Turners. Hope they're well. Bertie, hello. One day you'll see this and hopefully you understand what we've all had to go through. But I think it's time that we've got to open Edison's Orange, and we better go. So see you later. Edison, say goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.